Look at my nails. How cute is that? I changed the lighting so it's a little bit more like cozy, a little cute, like, oh, my hair. Ew. I changed the lighting for you guys. I hope you like. I hope you saw my nails in the beginning. I did them the other day. Today, we're gonna do some stuff. Hi, I'm Lonnie. Welcome to my channel where my word is law, and you're watching Disney Channel. So I want to open this video by saying that this is made for educational purposes only, and this is for all the girlies, gays, and fays who just really want to learn about spirituality, the world of spirituality, and what it's like to be a spiritual being. So with that said, let's get into it. So I know, like, this is a little bit different for this channel. I am rebranding this channel to be kind of like a personal scrapbook. Instead of posting my hobbies through the internet for everybody to see, I'm not gonna do that. So instead, we are going to be talking about all the crazy things that I'm interested in: spirituality, witchcraft, what else? We got tarot readings, movie analysis, deep dives, all those things, and I'm just gonna post them here for everybody to watch if they want to, and if you don't gotta tune in, but I would like it if you did. So let's get into this video for realsies now. Number one is, what is spirituality? Spirituality is defined by the University of Minnesota as a concept that is generally just including a sense of connection to a being that is bigger than ourselves. This theme persists in spirituality as we go on through the years, from starting to the 19th century with the sisters in Europe. I can't quite remember their names right now. I'm gonna pop them up on the screen over here, but it started in the 19th century in Europe with these sisters starting witchcraft, and it's persisted all the way up till now. So that's the timeline of that. And it's a huge theme in spirituality to have this thing, not necessarily defined or labeled, but just this being that is higher than ourselves. And we don't necessarily connect it to religion, as an anonymous post from Quora states that true, genuine spirituality, has nothing to do with religion. It derives from the I can't say this word. I cannot say this word for my life. Intrinsic, that's that word. Intrinsic nature of the human being, or AKA, the intention of the person. So basically, your entire spiritual journey starts with your intentions. If your intentions and your energy don't align with your spiritual energy, they just won't mix, and you won't feel the blessings and everything. You can't accept those blessings from the universe if you're blocking off your own spiritual energy. Let's talk about my experience with spirituality. So my experience started with a psychedelic experience. I know, most original experience ever. Boo, lame, throw tomatoes at me.
Lame, boo, tomato, I'm throwing tomato.
But I started experiencing spiritual feelings really, like, young, I would say, but I wouldn't categorize it as actually becoming a spiritual person until I first took a psychedelic, like, I smoked a little J action. So when I was younger, I went to church a lot. I was surrounded by, like, Christian religion. I am Christian myself now, but I noticed that I believed in something that wasn't necessarily, like, always God. It was more a connection to something that wasn't God, that was still like a higher deity being. So I kind of knew from then that I was something a little bit different in terms of beliefs, and like I just kind of knew I was spiritual then. But I tended to feel like there was just always a figure that I believed in that wasn't necessarily God. As I grew older, I started to explore my emotions and beliefs, and through my preteen and some of my teenage years, I also began to explore that presence of, like, a higher being, and I realized it was spirituality. So when I realized that this was a spiritual experience that I was having, and that after I had that spiritual experience with psychedelics, I really started tapping into spirituality, or what I thought was spirituality, because I ended up on Witch Talk. That is a bad place to be if you are starting out to be spiritual. Do not go to TikTok for anything. Any information. Well, I'm not going to sit here and say that there aren't some creators who are like, they know their stuff, but I just think that TikTok is not the place to go, and you should invest in books and invest in listening to maybe YouTubers who know, because short form content will be the end of the world. I swear by it. So go look for YouTube videos, research the topic, get into things like that. But I used Witch Talk, and I learned about manifestation, subliminals, all those things, and I used it to my advantage to save my heavily chaotic love life. Okay. Angles may have changed, but my bad. This hair, I don't know what it's doing. It's gonna bug me. So yeah, going back on that topic, I just started to explore what subliminal messaging meant in manifestation. So I use spiritual magic and Reiki energy to heal my chaotic love life. So in this first instance that I used Reiki energy and spiritual magic, I actually used a little bit of witchcraft without knowing it, and I did candle magic, name magic, and I think a little bit of subliminal messaging. I took a little piece of paper and I wrote my ex's name on it, and I gave a little kiss. I don't know if that did anything. On TikTok they said it would do something. I listened to whatever those guys said. So I put a little kiss on it, and then I lit some candles, did some candle magic, and then when I was done, I basically just did a prayer over it, and I was just asking the universe to please grant me my ex back, grant me contact, connection, maybe a rebound stage. I was delusional. Don't ever be this delusional in your life to think that this would ever, I don't know. But basically I folded the piece of paper and I put it on my pillow and I went to bed, and imagine my surprise. I woke up in the morning and it didn't work. I was still blocked. So what happened? My energy was not aligned. I was so delusional to think I could try it, but I did not have belief in the fact that it would work. And my energy just wasn't in the place where I could accept that blessing from the universe. I was really immature at that time. I was my energy was all over the place. I was sad some days. I was really excited to do things. Other days I was bedrotting. My energy was all over the place, and it wasn't in a place where I could be connected with the universe to accept a blessing like that. And I really think that you cannot rush the universe. And to this day I thank her for that decision, because me and him, we're not good together, and we recognize that as a unit now, that we just aren't good together. He's with his loving, adoring girlfriend. I am so happy for him on that note. But when I did that, I was crazy. So I'm really glad that did not work out. The thing that I want you to take away from this video, the main thing, is that everything happens for a reason. And even if it doesn't happen when you want it to, I promise you, the universe, the divine, she has better things coming for you. And it's all about being patient, and it's all about taking your spiritual energy and then just aligning it with the things that you want to manifest, because we have to recognize that the universe is not a tool to just take when we want to improve things that we may not be so fond of, like insecurities or situations that we're in, like toxic relationships. You have to take the initiative to align your energy, your actions, your patience, and your faith in the universe to take and accept those blessings from her, because you can only take what she gives you and run with it, right? So if it's a sign from the universe, right, you have to take that sign and you have to run with it. Or if the universe maybe puts someone in your life, it may not be for that person to stay, it may just be for a lesson that you needed to learn as a person, right, to develop. Because the divine, she's always trying to shape us into our highest self. She's trying to make us our most high developed being. So she takes these initiatives to give us opportunities, blessings, curses, maybe a lesson, maybe a person, that may be an event that happened, trauma. You take all those things and you can shape yourself into a better person. Now, I'm not saying that trauma should be excused from the universe. No. I have trauma that I went through I wish I never went through, but it shaped me to be a better person that I am now, today. And I'm really thankful for all the lessons that I've learned throughout this journey of becoming like spiritual, and just in general, like the universe pinning on my life. It's just been a real ride and a challenge, but I'm here to stick through it, and I want to be able to be in tune with my spiritual energy so I know when things are about to get rocky. I can sense my energy being off. I can fix those things because I want to be able to be in tune with that part. So I hope that this video helped you be in tune with that part of yourself as well. And that's all I have for you today. I think on that note, I think I talked a little bit too much, but I just want to remind you to keep your energy pure and synced, and she will provide. She will always provide for you. She will give you the light, love, and all the energy that you need to manifest the things that you want, and just leave it up to the universe. So that's all I have for today, lovelies. I hope you enjoy all I have to come for this channel, all the tarot card readings, the movies, deep dives, all those things. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helped you understand spirituality a little bit better, or maybe it inspired you to get in tune with the practice. So let me know down below if you're thinking about becoming a more spiritual person, or if you're just interested in spirituality as a whole. But until next time, bye, babe.